Hey, in this episode I'm going to do some homestead beekeeping, but we're going to stop a hive from swarming. I'm also growing out the hive and maybe expanding. We'll see once I get in there. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. In the apiary, doing some homestead beekeeping today. What I'm doing is I'm going to try to stop that blue hive from splitting and swarming. What happened last year is the hive got so populated that they created a new queen, and then the old queen took off with about a fifth of the population of bees, and they went up to this big tall tree, and I couldn't get them. They were just too high up, so they went and colonized an empty tree someplace. So they're out in the environment, which is a good thing. Now this hive is a very robust hive. I don't treat this hive. I don't do anything with this hive. This hive was a rescue from a feral of bees that colonized inside of the wall of a friend's garage. She allowed me to go in and take this colony and bring it up here. And they've been here for 3 years now. Again, I haven't treated them. I didn't see any necessity to treat them because you can't treat the bees that are feral. They're in the wild. So I'm just letting my bees go natural, and I haven't had any problems with them because of their genetics. I'm confident they're strong and powerful, and I want to split off of those genetics. So for my safety and protection, of course, I got suited up, and I'm working behind the hives, not in front of the hives. I also got my gloves to protect my hands, and I've got my EpiPen just in case I need it. I haven't had to use it yet, but just in case. These are precautions I use. So my goal today is to take this blue hive, check out the honey super, and try to put the blue hive on top of one of those white boxes that have a drawn out comb in them, because I want the queen bee to go down and populate and colonize that box. So eventually I want to split them and create more hives. Now if I see super seizure cells in there, I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to go ahead and locate them with some frames of bees if I can get them. But if not, I just want to keep the bees from swarming, from getting too crowded. That's one reason why they swarm, is when it gets too crowded in the hive, is they'll automatically create what they call a super seizure cell, which is another queen, and then the old queen will fly off with a certain amount of the population of the colony, and then they'll go out and colonize an empty tree or somebody's house or something. Anyway, I got a young lady that's buzzing me right now. All right, so let's get this done. Now that went a little simpler than I thought. As I said before, I wanted to put the 2 brood chambers over another brood chamber to have 3 brood chambers, but I had to move it over to the side to where it's set over that main support of the pedestal so it could support the weight of the hive as it fills out. The honey super, it had about 4 frames full of honey. They're filling up the other honey frames. I'll be harvesting honey from those 4 frames only and putting in fresh frames next week. Also, I'll be doing some beekeeping and inspecting my hives next week. Now, I know some of you are wondering or questioning why I didn't use smoke. That's a good question. I really don't like to use smoke. Especially living out here in the wilderness, smoke versus fire, wilderness. Yeah, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. In the proper months, I will use smoke. Like I could have used smoke today, but I have this other solution. It's in a spray bottle, and what it is it's sugar water, and there is some essential oils. Honey Bee Healthy is what it's called. I just spray that on them, and then they lick it off, and it keeps them occupied, and it also nullifies any pheromone that bees may be transmitting that says warning, danger, attack. So that helps neutralize that odor, and it keeps them busy, so I didn't get so much attacked. I had a couple of bees, didn't get stung. This is probably the first time in a long time I didn't get stung, so that's a good thing. So the point was to stop a swarm, stop the hive from swarming and splitting. So what you do is you create more empty frames for the queen to feel that she's still got more room to build brood, and it gives the worker bees more room to keep them busy and occupied, drawing out empty comb, filling up empty comb, and just staying busy and preoccupied, other than feeling a sense of cramped with too many bees in the colony. This gives them a lot more room. So this buys me probably about a month and a half, if you will, from having to go in and split the hive if I have to. I am going to split the hive. I'm gonna try what they call a walkaway split. Stay tuned to that video. You could do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Remember, give me a thumbs up, click that share button. Sharing my videos on your social media platforms helps us out a lot. Remember, be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in my next adventure. I'm working in the garden too. Oh, and tomorrow I'll have this big interview. Bye-bye now.